What I cannot understand is why anybody would think that Donald Trump will shake things up in a way that is good for you, Pennsylvania. Donald Trump is a 78-year-old billionaire who has not stopped whining about his problems since he rode down his golden escalator 9 years ago. You've got the tweets in all caps, the ranting and the raving about crazy conspiracy theories. You got the 2-hour speeches, word salad, just, it's like Fidel Castro, just on and on. Constant attempts to sell you stuff. Who does that? Selling you gold sneakers and a $100,000 watch and most recently a Trump Bible. He wants you to buy the Word of God, Donald Trump edition. Got his name right there next to Matthew and Luke. It's crazy. And the reason he does it is because all he cares about is his ego and his money and his status. He's not thinking about you.
Former President Barack Obama went a little easier on Trump since the last time he spoke about his whiny selfishness.
This weird obsession with crowd sizes.
But that hasn't stopped Trump from continuing to prove Obama's points about how upset he is that he just doesn't measure up.
If I were named Obama, I would have had the Nobel Prize given him in 10 seconds. He got the Nobel Prize. He didn't even know what the hell he got it for. Remember, he got elected. Well, so did I. He got elected, and they announced he was getting the Nobel Prize. Remember, he said, "Oh, what did I do?" He didn't know what the hell he did. He got the Nobel Prize for doing nothing. For getting elected, but I got elected too. And, if I think of that, we did something, the Abraham Accords, unprecedented. Nobody thought it was possible. And I'm not saying want or not. I'm just saying if it was anybody else, liberal, Democrat, they would have had it before the damn thing was even signed, So there has to be fairness, and I don't care, but I'm not looking for it. I'm not politicking for it. I'm just saying that there's a lot of unfairness in this world.
Donald Trump wants the people that are willing to sacrifice their lives for him to know that there's a lot of unfairness in this world. And he's experienced far more of it than they have. As a matter of fact, he sacrificed his life for them.
I could be right now in the most beautiful ocean on the sand, exposing my really beautiful body. So beautiful. To the sun and the surf. Skin cancer, right? To the sun and the surf all over the world. And or I could be in Detroit with you, and I'd rather be in Detroit with you, okay?
That's great. Thanks.
So was he lying when he told them he could be on the beach, complaining about how unfair the sun is for cooking his ass? Or was he lying when he said this about Detroit?
I don't think anything that we're talking about today is high on our list. The whole country is going to be like, you want to know the truth? It'll be like Detroit. Our whole country will end up being like Detroit if she's your president. You're going to have a mess on your hands.
He figures they just don't care. Mostly because he knows the folks that do support him either think they deserve to be treated like trash by him, or they refuse to believe his very long history of disdain for anyone that doesn't make it their life's mission to kiss his ass.
I have gone through the roof with black men. Black men.
Trump put his money where his mouth is by taking out this full-page ad in 4 New York City newspapers. Bring back the death penalty.
When I first saw this ad that Donald Trump made, I knew that this famous person calling for us to die was very serious. In 1989, myself and 4 other individuals were arrested and falsely accused of raping the Central Park jogger in a case that became widely known as the Central Park jogger case. We became known as the Central Park 5. In 2002, we were found to be innocent after the real perpetrator came forward, and that was confirmed by DNA evidence.
Will you apologize to Central Park 5? They've been exonerated, there have been videos and movies shown about the case, and you came out with a full-page ad saying that they should die, that they should have the death penalty.
Why do you bring that question up now? It's an interesting time to bring it up. You have people on both sides of that. They admitted their guilt. If you look at some of the prosecutors, they think that the city should never have settled that case.
So we'll leave it at that.
Trump management was charged with discriminating against African Americans and breaking federal law. Donald Trump, then just 27, was president of the company.
The Department of Justice accused the Trumps of violating the Fair Housing Act, arguing they were turning away renters based on race and color.
Some of the applications were marked with a C, which we learned that it meant colored, so that the prospective tenants who had come in were noted to be colored.
In 1975, Trump and his father settled the case, agreeing not to discriminate against anyone.
I don't do quite as well with black women, I must say. I don't know why.
He knows why.
You have told 4 congresswomen of color who were American citizens to go back to where they came from. You have used words like animal and rabbit to describe black district attorneys. You've attacked black journalists, calling them a loser, saying the questions that they ask are, quote, stupid and racist. You've had dinner with a white supremacist at your Mar-a-Lago resort. So my question, sir, now that you are asking black supporters to vote for you, why should black voters trust you after you have used language like that?
Well, first of all, I don't think I've ever been asked a question so in such a horrible manner. First question. You don't even say, hello, how are you? I think the other one asking the question is dumber than Kamala, so she's a dummy. I watched her over the years. That is one dumb woman. Sorry. I'm sorry, women. She's a dummy. I didn't know she was black until a number of years ago when she happened to turn black, and now she wants to be known as black. She became a black person.
Just to be clear, sir, do you believe that she is...
I think somebody should look into that, too, when you continue in a very hostile, nasty tone.
I feel like reasons for the void between Donald Trump and black women is pretty clear. Besides his commitment to bigotry and his vow to end all programs designed to combat our well-documented problem of systemic racism, some folks' opposition to him might be based in his desire to elevate his name through Christianity and Bible sales.
Religious voters see a person who has a bad character. They see someone who is an adulterer. They see someone who demonizes migrants, who demeans women. And that is something that is resonating from the Harris campaign. They are making that case, and they are getting somewhere with that. You see someone, this God Bless America Bible that he has, that he printed 120,000 copies of in China, so the America First guy that's producing his Bible in China, costs $3 to make it. He's hawking them for $59.99 here. Those are things that people who are actually religious, who care about it, are looking at it and saying, like, is this guy just a huckster?
People who are evangelical and Catholic should read the Bible. It's unmistakably clear on life, and that just means priests.
Well, should it be printed in China if he's the America First guy? Should he be hawking Bibles?
You know what it is?
Do you
have the God Bless America Bible?
I have the New Testament and Old
Jessica, whether